Points. Hello. Welcome to the Broad Points podcast. I am your host, the Broad with the Points, the Broad that points. I am Tyler the Lady. First off, welcome to episode 5. Yay! We are 5 episodes old. Do you remember being 5 years old? And even before 5 years old, the anticipation of being able to use all 5 fingers or all 4 fingers and your thumb on one hand to say, I'm this many years old. Well, guess what? Broad Points podcast, we're 5 epis old. And it's wonderful. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Thank you for rate, reviewing, and subscribing. It is wonderful to be here, and it is wonderful to get to share another Mindfulness Monday with you. I'm honestly just going to jump right in today to the fundamental phrase because I could go on forever about this one. And it is, energy attracts like energy. Energy attracts like energy. And much like the law of gravity, which applies to everybody, everywhere, unless you're in outer space, the law of attraction also applies to everyone. Everyone listening to this, everyone not, everyone out in the world. The law of attraction, it applies to me and it applies to you. It applies to everyone. Now, what the heck is the law of attraction, right? We all understand the concept of magnets and how things can pull towards each other. How gravity works, right? And how the earth keeps us down here on the ground. The law of attraction really means whatever vibration you're vibrating at, because we're all vibrations, right? We're all vibrations here. Whatever frequency you're vibrating at, in the world, in the universe, you are going to attract more of that. You're pulling more of that from the ends of the earth towards yourself. Does it sound crazy? Maybe. Is it real as all hell? For seriously. Really though, the more we place our focus on something, the more of that we are bound to return. And in my life, several times, I mentioned it, I believe in the last podcast, I've been a part of gossip. I've sat there and I've complained and I've made excuses and I've put blame and criticism and worry all at the forefront. And truly, the only thing that I got in return was exactly that. It's like you're my mirror. Seriously, the world, it's your mirror. You just are getting back what you put out into it. And when I would complain, I really just found more things to complain about. Even in scenarios when I would be having the best time, there was that little self-saboteur in the back of my head that was like, you must complain. You must wreck this perfect moment. And a lot of the times I would. I used to like to be the villain. I used to want to be the villain. Only so much in the fact of like, then you get to transform from being the villain. But I wanted that villain mindset. There was something about the darkness to me that really it spoke to me. Maybe it was the power, maybe it was, hurt people and we're attracted to, kind of the things again that we're experiencing. And when I was experiencing a lot of darkness, I was just attracting in more of it. And trauma bonding, right? That's a real thing. You've probably heard that. And if not, welcome. Trauma bonding is when two people are traumatized and they find each other because that law of attraction, baby, we're pulling each other towards each other. They find each other and they bond over their traumas. And that's what brings them closer. Not the healing so much of moving beyond the traumas, learning from the traumas, growing together, but complaining, reliving over and over again. And time again, people will tell you that just talking about your problems does not solve them. Just thinking about your problems, it does not solve them. No, actually, what we want to do in these scenarios when we have problems is focus on the solution. Oh my goodness. Question: are you fixing your flaws or exploring your potential? Because that's your option. Day in, day out. Are you just trying to fix every little single thing that you think is, air quotes, wrong with you? Or are you trying to explore your potential? Are you looking to make progress over perfection? Choices. We all have choices. And depending on where you want to put your focus, that is what you're going to bring more of into your world. It really is. It's not easy, but it is as simple as that. And I think of the time 11:11. Maybe you're listening to this right now. What time is it? 11:11? A lot of people will tell you, make a wish. And I'm not saying to never make a wish again, like throughout your life, blow out some candles, make a wish. I don't care. Please, by all means, make wishes, have dreams, have goals, have things that you're striving for. A little thing that my boyfriend and I do, we've switched it. At 11:11, flip-flop. Instead of being like, we wish for something, what are you grateful for? At 11:11, list one thing you're grateful for. It's a little thing. It's a silly thing. A lot of people don't even pay attention to the time or notice 11:11 or anything like that. Maybe you want a different time. Maybe at 12:12, you're like, that's my gratitude time. 11:11, I'm still making a wish, but at 12:12, and that's really okay. It's so funny because I used to complain that there wasn't a how-to book on life. I wanted a manual. I didn't understand why life was so hard and so agonizing, and there wasn't just something that just told me what to do. And even just saying that now, I don't want anybody to tell me what to do. That sounds horrible to me. I just want to be able to make my own decisions, live freely, encourage my creativity, and I want to have some damn fun. What do you want to do? Right? Because everything in life, you get to choose how you're viewing it. You get to decide if you want to put on this new pair of shoes that we call energy attracts like energy and see how the world feels through that lens. Because everything is a lens. Everything really from the time we're born, we just build these personas. We build these beliefs. And persona is is from the Latin word which means mask. And how fitting is it that persona means mask? As we grow up, we put on all of these different personas for the world to view us through, for us to view the world through. And although those lenses, although those personas may be beneficial for a period of time, it's not the Bird Box challenge, y'all. We're not seeing how long we can keep the blindfold on for and going out and trying to drive our car. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that was really wild. Bird Box was a movie. I believe it was on Netflix. And, Sandra Bullock. I do love me some Sandra Bullock. And, she did a great job in that movie. She had to wear a blindfold the whole time because of some, I don't know, we'll call it evilness, whatever. But what was crazy is that everything at that point in time, it needed to be a social media challenge. We had the cinnamon challenge, also very stupid. And then we had the Bird Box challenge where people would put blindfolds on and they would go outside into the real world where you can get hit by real cars with blindfolds. And then they would try to drive. I don't even know. People, I don't know what you're thinking. Maybe you're not. Don't do that. A persona, a blindfold, a mask. It's temporary. It's for as long as it's beneficial to you. That's how long you wear it. That's how long you keep it. And you always have the option to take it off. You always have the option to view the world from another perspective. And so, back to that law of attraction, if you're focusing on things that you're grateful for, and this is why I've incorporated this practice of the 11-11. In coaching school, we also had done the top three, the toppest three of the day. What is your most top three of the day? And it's just anytime you think about the top three things of the day, or you find yourself sitting there doing nothing, what are your top three things for the day? And it can change throughout the day. You're not tied to those three things for the whole day. Like, you can be grateful for multiple things throughout, but it's just the practice of gratitude. It's that practice of saying that you are grateful for things. Because to me, what that message says to the universe, what that message says to yourself is, I am willing to accept more things to be grateful for. I am so grateful. Bring me more things to be grateful for. And that gratitude, it just grows. We see more and more and more. And even in times when I felt like my mind was so closed off and so dark and I didn't know if I could get back to the light, the tiny moments of gratitude help to pull me along the way. They help to guide me down the tunnel and out to the light, to know that there is love, there is things to have appreciation for. Even in the darkest of times, there are things to be grateful for. And I think it's often lost because, golly, today's advertising and social media and everything is not just telling you that you need more. You need to be better and you need to have more. Well, I'm here to tell you, you have everything you need. You have everything you need. And again, very specific on verbiage here. Need. Survival. Survival, you guys. Need is survival. When we think about needs, Do you have what you need? I have what I need right now. I have my water. I have my oxygen. And I have, honestly, a lot of clothes on because I'm really cold. But I have what I need. Anything outside of that, anything outside of those few things, I don't need them. I don't need those things. Do I want maybe a new workout shirt? Sure, that'd be great. Am I grateful for the workout shirts that I already have? Absolutely. And so it really is just focusing on what you're already grateful for, what you already have. And there's a quote, I don't remember where it's from, but it is, happiness is wanting what you already have. And when we are already happy about what we have, translation, gratitude, it allows us to remove that criticism, to remove that blame, and instead of striving for perfection, we're able to accept where we are, and we're able to make progress. We're able to explore and build confidence. And the more that we do those sorts of things, the more that we're going to attract other people who are grateful, who are of the like mind, who are of the like spirit. And so, again, what do you want to focus on? Are you exploring your potential? Or are you focusing on your flaws? It's all up to you. No one else can tell you how to do it because you're the only you there has ever been, and you're the only you there will ever be. No one else can make decisions for you. No one else can vibrate at your frequency for you. They might be able to vibrate at the same consistency as you. And then, like you're all hanging out, and that's how friends are born. That's how partners are born. That's how a star is born. But it's great to be here, and it's great to get to share these with you. And I hope that you take something away with you every week to just bring you a smile, bring you some insight, give you something else to think about the world through, and just know that I love you so, so, so much. I'm so grateful for your streaming of this and your support. And don't forget that you can follow me on all of my social medias at Tyler the Lady or at Broad Points. Both of those things are all together, no spaces, underscores, or any other special characters. And then my email, in case you want to type one of those out, it is broadpointspodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, rate, review, and subscribe. I look forward to speaking with you next Mindfulness Monday. And one more time, energy attracts like energy.